Music! I love doing that. It's so cool. Hey, I'm Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove the mental blocks that's keeping you stuck, stopping you from reaching your level of success. Hey, my friend, it is Michael Edward. Welcome to another episode of the Michael Edward Show. And today I want to talk about motto, right? What's your motto? And do you have a motto, right? Because if you don't, you really got to get one. And I think in today's world, we're such a lost people that we have these funny beliefs about things, or we don't believe anything at all, which is even worse. You have to have some faith. You have to have some belief, right? And I've done YouTube videos on that. Look back and you'll see there's a one on. I think the first one I ever did was on belief, and I think one had something to do with have more faith in humanity and so on. But a motto is a phrase or a few words that guides a person or a family or an institution. So what this means is you sum up your beliefs in a few words and you remind yourself of those beliefs, those few words, right? For example, you've seen it all over the place. I end my videos with, and on Facebook, if you look up Michael Edward Enjoy, Love, Succeed, that's me. You're going to find my business page there. You want to do that, by the way. Lots and lots of stuff there. And this is where it's all at, all right, is you come up with these three words, and it encapsulates your life in those three words. Now, of course, they can be reminders, and they can be things that you need to remind yourself of what it is that you're trying to do, all right, or trying to become. And, there's just lots of ways of using a motto, but my motto, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to tell you what it means to me, each area, and you can choose. Got hearing aid issues going on here. Okay. You can choose to use my motto if it suits your life, or you come up with your own. And when you do have your own, you need to have it around somewhere that you can see it all the time, right? Some people may have it put on a bracelet. Some people may have it, on the mirror, in the bathroom, whatever. But you need to remember what your motto is, obviously, in order to get the power from it, all right? And I think, like I was saying earlier, is that today, there's just so much doubt, and there's so much anger, and there's so much frustration in societies. And I think it's felt in many parts of the world. And I think that's a terrible way to exist, right? And we need to get back to a more simpler existence, a more simpler approach to life, a more basic, right? And that's why I have Enjoy, Love, Succeed. Okay? Now, I'll break it down for you. Number one, enjoy. My dad always told me, he says, make time every day to do something that you enjoy. And he is so right. And I do try to do that. I don't always succeed because sometimes, this is a one-man show here. I'm very, very busy sometimes. And I forget to do the little things that I want to do, that I enjoy. Now, it's not so bad for me because I enjoy what I'm doing. And that's part of, finding your love of what the work that you want to do. So it's not so bad for me, but there are, I do have things that I like to do. I like to play backgammon with my lady, right? And most evenings after supper, we sit down and play backgammon, and we enjoy it. That's one of my enjoyments in life, my little pleasure. And, to take what Dad always told me is take time out of every day to enjoy something. do something that you enjoy. He also taught me that you also need to get away. You also need to go and have fun and do something out of the house, right? So we used to like to go fishing, Dad and I. And it's always been one of my loves. I mean, if I could see, I'd be out fishing all the time. It's just something about it that I enjoy. And what he taught me when we were out fishing, and I was pretty young, is that it's not about catching the fish. He said it's about being out in the boat. It's about being out on the water, seeing what you can see, and just being away from everything and slow it down. Catching a fish is actually bonus. All right? And I believe that. I mean, I've had days where I've had a great day on the water and never caught a fish. And people say, well, that doesn't make any sense. It does to me because of what I just told you. Is that catching a fish is bonus. It's just the icing on the cake for me. And of course, I usually catch the most fish, but that's a whole other story. You know, and you've got to take that time out to enjoy, not only every day, but every few months or so. Take a weekend, take a week, take a little mini holiday, take a day where you just go somewhere overnight. Go to the next county overnight. It doesn't have to be a big vacation. You know, for me, if I can get out fishing, that's a getaway for me. If I can spend one day out on the water, you know, get out there 10 in the morning, whatever, and come back, you know, 9, 10 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, whatever, that's a great day. All right, that's wonderful for me. If I can do that often, that's my cast meow. All right, and that's what you need to do, is to figure out what it is that you enjoy, do it every day, and take time out every few weeks or 30, no more than 3 months. Absolutely 3 months. You should take some kind of a little mini vacation. All right, grab your love. Go to the next county, rent a hotel room, go out and have a nice dinner, you know, check out some local entertainment, stuff like that. Doesn't have to be going across the world in some resorts and so on that cost a fortune. You decide what it is that you want to do, but do something, okay? Number 2 is love, all right? Now, love is something that I think we've lost a lot of along the way. And a great example when we found love for a very brief time was when 9/11 happened. When 9/11 happened, the next day and for maybe a week and a half afterwards, people were so loving to each other. They were stopping and saying, "How are you?" on the street. You were in a store and people were, you know, considerate of each other. And unfortunately, it takes that kind of a catastrophe for people to come together again. I think we could be like that all the time, and I don't see why we can't. Right? I don't think we need the catastrophe. I think we can just learn to love one another and put out our own feeling of love and be kinder to each other. And the challenge here is not to be judgmental of others. I know that there are idiots out there. I realize that. When you're out there in the car and somebody's zigzagging through traffic or pulling out in front of you and you got to slam on your brakes, it's really easy to yell, you know, and flip them the finger and all the other stuff. But the thing is that you don't know what's going on in that person's mind. Maybe there's a mini emergency in his or her world that's causing that person to be erratic. Maybe they're having a medical issue that's causing them to be erratic. Maybe they're just a jerk and doesn't know how to drive. I don't know. But the thing is, does it matter? Not really. You know, try not to put out the anger. When I go into a store, I try to leave everybody in that store happier than when I walked in. Right? And I go into, you know, just Best Buy, looking at headphones recently. And one of the guys came running over because he knew me, because we've had a good time. Nathan, great guy. And he's helped me out a lot. So he dropped by to say hi and see what I needed and all that kind of thing. And you know, we have laughs and so on. And, I mean, I'm not hugging these people. I'm not saying, hey, man, I love you. But I'm putting out that feeling of joy and happiness and love all the time with people that I meet that I don't really know. Right? And when I do meet somebody that I really know, I run into my buddies at goalball. I always shake their hand or touch their arm or something. I'm a touchy type of person. I'm a hugger, and I always touch them, always, and just let them know, it's really good to see you. Tap on the arm or something, and that's But those are people that I've known all my life, and people that I haven't known all my life, I just want to put out that feeling of joy and happiness and love and acceptance and so on. Okay? And I think if we do that, if we get away from the judgmental side of things, what somebody looks like, what somebody's wearing, all that crap, and get down to being humans again, I think we're going to come a long way. All right? So enjoy, love, and the third one is succeed. Success, it means different things for different people, and even in myself, it means different things in different applications, different times of the day. So success to me can mean wealth. It always means helping others, right? That's why I do what I do. I teach people how to reach a high level of success. Why? Because it's my passion. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's what I do. All right. I learn so I can teach. I learn more so I can teach more. All right. I have programs that I sell to people so that they can reach a higher level of success. That's what it's all about for me. All right. And that's my level of success. Some of my levels of success. I also like to row on the indoor rower. And I go through spurts where I row every day for a long time, and then I'll take a month or two off, and then I'll go back on again, and so on. And, but I'm competitive with myself, right? So my level of success there is, did I beat my last time? Yes or no? Right? So success means different things in different times of the day, pretty much. But what does success mean to you? Does it mean having an amazing family? Does it mean having an amazing career? Does it mean having, an amazing physical, healthy, strong body? Does it mean having a very clear mind where you just feel good all the time? That's a high level of success right there. If it's somebody's goal to feel good all the time and they're obtaining that goal, that's their level of success. Okay? It's not about the money. It's not about the things for most people, or at least some people. Right? So you need to figure out what your level of success is. And one of the things that you got to watch for, and I'm bad for this one, is all work and no play makes Michael a very boring dude. I do get caught up in my work sometimes. I fall behind sometimes. And then I frantically work way too many hours to get caught up. I'm a one-man show. That's the way it is when you're a one-man show. And when I do, then I tend to forget to eat. I certainly forget to take water. I certainly forget to get up off the chair and walk around and just loosen up a little bit. I mean, I get out of the chair and I can barely walk because my hips are so stiff and everything else. That's not good. That's why I needed enjoy and love as well as succeed in my motto. Right? The succeed reminds me that I do have goals that I want to achieve. I want to teach people. I want to reach millions of people, make their lives better so that they can make the lives around them better. To me, that's like big goal. That's what I really want, is to help people make their lives better so that they can impact the people around them. Right? To me, that's the catch. That's where it's all at. So for you, success means whatever it means, and you need to know what that is in order to make the word success a real word for you. So you see, with the motto, it's not just simply grabbing 3 words out of the air and saying, you know what, I'm gonna be happy, and I'm going to, whatever 3 words you might choose are. They have to have some level of meaning to you. And when you come back to the definition that we talked about in the beginning, it's a phrase that guides individual, family, and institutions. It's a guiding principle. These 3 words. It's what guides my life. It's what I want to be, and I aspire to be every single day. So, I think that pretty much wraps up what a motto is and how you can have one. If you don't have one, get one. And I hope it has as strong an impact in your life as it does in mine. I hope it reminds you to be a better person. I hope it reminds you that you do need to think about other people. Get out of your own way, right? Forget about your own troubles and look at people as individuals and send out that feeling of love, right? Enjoy every day and of course succeed at whatever it is you want to succeed at. All right? So I'm going to end this one just the way I end all of them. I want you to go out there, enjoy every day, love as much as you can, and yes, succeed. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it, click on that subscribe button, click on that bell icon to adjust your notifications so you'll never miss another video from me again. In the description, there's links including mepersonaldevelopment.com, where we help you reach your highest level of success.